Okay guys, it's me. I'm back again. You know, I've had my breakfast, I've had my coffee. So we're going to talk again about down payment assistance today. Last time we talked about closing costs. And so I want to dive a little bit deeper because I know there's a lot of people that are asking, are there any programs out there that will cover my closing costs completely? And then are the sellers paying closing cost assistance, things like that. So I want to talk about the closing cost assistance portion of it, and then also the down payment assistance loan programs. So there are lots of companies and mortgage lenders that have lots of different loan products. Individual loan companies will come up with their own type of down payment and closing cost assistance programs. When you're working with a realtor, you want to make sure that she or he has a group of loan officers that has different loan products available. It's best if the lender goes over them in person. What I want to touch on today is the fact that you can use a down payment assistance program in some cases and also pair it with a grant. And you want to sit with a mortgage loan officer for them to give you all the specific details on that. You can use the down payment assistance programs that are offered by the state generally, and then there are also some that you can pair with a grant. So grants would give you like a smaller portion. Sometimes it's anywhere from $2,500 to $7,500. Some of them are repayable back, but some of them are just a gift. And some of them have to do with what city you're located in. So if you're in the city of Lakeland, sometimes they're specific to that city. Sometimes they're specific to city of Tampa. So you just want to check and say to your lender, hey, are there any grants available for the home that I'm purchasing in this particular city? And you can, even if you're not doing a down payment assistance program, you can ask and find out if there are any grants. So you want to be asking those questions to your lender because you never want to turn down free money if you can get it. So that's one thing that I would suggest doing. And then always talking with your buyer's agent to find out if the seller is open to paying some closing cost assistance. It's always good to ask for a small portion. You may want to do some renovations to the home that you're purchasing. You could ask for $5,000 to $10,000, and that would help you to keep that money in your pocket instead of having to bring all of your closing costs to the closing table. Then you'll have that money to be able to make those repairs whenever you purchase your home. So let's say you go through a house that I would consider ugly sometimes. They just didn't repaint, or maybe there's still wallpaper on there that you don't like, or maybe there's that colored tile on the bathroom walls that you didn't enjoy, or maybe you see some sort of visible defect that you're thinking, I'm gonna have to repair this later. Then you can talk with your agent about asking for a little bit of funds to be covered. Now, I want to talk about specifically what you're allowed to ask for on certain loan types as far as percentages. So if you're using a conventional loan, there is a cap on how much you can ask the seller to pay as a percentage. So for conventional loans, your cap on that is going to be 3%. And then if you're doing a FHA mortgage, that cap on is 6%. That's the max that you can ask a seller to pay for closing costs assistance. So I hope that was helpful to you guys today. If you guys have any questions about closing costs or down payment assistance programs, please reach out to me. I have some great lenders that I could provide you their contact information. We could all go sit down at Panera Bread or at my office and just talk about what your options are. I do know that Hometown Heroes is back out, but they did restrict it. So you want to make sure that if you're looking into that option, that you are employed on the list of first responders that they have there. I would love to further that conversation. You may have different questions that I didn't go over today. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.